Hello, partner. I'm Texas Black Slim by way of West Baltimore. I was motivated to do this presentation because of the recent popular black movie, The Harder That They Fall. The people depicted in the film are real people, but I want to bring some historical accuracy to the film. I will clarify a few of the characters in the film and speak on a few others of significant importance. The percentage of black cowboys, as seen in this picture here, there's some Hispanics along there, but there's a lot of black cowboys there, was from 20 to 25%. Many were former slaves that became the first black cowboys. In antebellum Texas, white ranchers referred to the white workers as cowhands, whereas they referred to the black workers as cowboys. Nate Love, pictured here and there, was also known as Deadwood Dick and was born a slave in 1854. He became one of the most famous cowboys because of his exceptional skills, particularly in breaking horses and marksmanship. He was initially called Red River Dick after having been in North Texas. In Deadwood, Dakota territory, he won $200 in a rodeo with his exceptional skills, thus becoming Deadwood Dick. In 1877, he was captured by a band of Pima Indians. His life was spared for his respect of his heritage, and he was adopted into the tribe. He eventually became a Pullman porter in 1890. Bill Pickett, depicted here on his trusty horse, and he's also here and here, was a cowboy, rodeo performer, Wild Wild West show performer, and actor. He was known as the Dusky Demon. He had African and Cherokee heritage. He invented the technique bulldogging, as you can see here, the skill of grabbing the cattle by the horn and wrestling it to the ground. Pickett, however, bit the cattle on the lip and then fell backwards. His wife insisted on him using Listerine before he kissed her at night. The Bill Pickett Cowboys of Color rodeo has still been performing through the United States for a number of years and was just recently up here in Texas. Mary Fields, shown here and here, was also known as Stagecoach Mary. She looked like she could pull the stagecoach by herself without horses. Look at this woman here. She was the first black female mail carrier in the United States at 60 years old. She would put on snowshoes and personally carry the mail herself. That's a hell of a woman there. There's one other woman in the film, treacherous Trudy Smith. This is her mugshot there. You can see her number while she was in prison. Not much known about her, but she was in the movie though. Would you believe that George Bush was black? Yes, he was. And there he is. That's George Bush. His real name was George Washington Bush. He became one of the most important leaders of the first group of American citizens to settle in Washington state. He became a very successful farmer and was known for his compassion and selflessness. George Bush. Bass Reeves, pictured here, was a lawman with a total of 32 years with over 3,000 felon arrests and was never shot himself. He lived among the Cherokee, the Creeks, and the Seminole Indians. Reeves is believed to be the inspiration for the TV series and the movie The Lone Ranger. He had to arrest his own son, Benjamin, for murder. Benjamin had to serve 11 years at Leavenworth Prison. James Beckwourth, he was quite a person. He's pictured here and over here, and these are a number of his pictures there. James Beckwourth was an American mountain man, fur trader, and explorer. He was known as Bloody Arm for his skills as a fighter. He is credited with the discovery of Beckwourth Pass, which is pictured on here through the Sierra Nevada between the present day Reno, Nevada, and Portello, California. He lived among the Crow Nation for 8 to 9 years and became a chief. He was a successful rancher, trading post, and hotel owner. He had his own biography published in 1856, and that's the first cover page of his biography. These pictures are taken from his biography. Quite an accomplishment for any man back in that time. Black folks were an integral part of the American Old West. They cannot be denied their place in American history. Most were born into slavery with extreme racism, but still excelled. Our heritage is rich and profound and should be celebrated 365 days a year. Thank you and have a good day. Great, sweetheart.